Believe it or not, these are glimpses of some of the emptiest cities in the United States. In the past, these cities experienced their golden era. However, ironically, various factors such as industrial collapse, limited job opportunities, extreme weather conditions, and high crime rates have driven residents to leave. This scene is in stark contrast to the bustling crowds of New York, the dazzling lights of Hollywood and Los Angeles, or the towering skyscrapers of Chicago. So what exactly caused these major cities to lose their residents, and what efforts are being made to help them recover? First, let's explore Anchorage. Founded in 1914 as a key construction site for the Alaska Railroad, the city experienced rapid expansion during World War II with the establishment of Elmendorf Air Force Base and Fort Richardson. The discovery of oil in Prudhoe Bay in 1968 further stimulated economic and population growth, solidifying Anchorage as Alaska's central administrative and logistical hub for the oil industry. Encompassing 5,000 square kilometers, Anchorage is currently home to 284,000 residents. While its population remains relatively stable, fluctuations do occur. The city's heavy dependence on the oil sector makes it vulnerable to shifts in global oil prices. Additionally, its subarctic climate, with extended dark and frigid winters, poses challenges for some individuals considering long-term residence. Carson City was originally inhabited by the Washoe people over 6,000 years ago. In January 1843, European-American explorers led by John C. Fremont arrived in the region and named its river the Carson River in honor of the well-known frontiersman Kit Carson. The discovery of gold and silver in the Comstock lode in 1859 sparked significant economic expansion and an influx of settlers. Covering 378 square kilometers, Carson City now has a population of 58,000. The downturn of the mining industry, combined with changes in transportation routes and the discontinuation of passenger rail services in 1950, contributed to a reduction in both new residents and visitors. Established in 1864 as a mining settlement in the Rocky Mountains, Butte thrived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Known as the richest hill on Earth due to its vast copper reserves, the city once boasted a population of around 100,000, making it one of the largest urban centers between Chicago and San Francisco at its peak. Today, Butte spans approximately 718 square miles and has a population of 36,000. In the 2010 census, its population was recorded at 33,503, ranking it as Montana's fifth largest city at the time. However, declining copper prices and rising operational expenses forced many mines to shut down, leading to job losses and widespread migration. Additionally, intensive mining operations left a lasting environmental impact, including pollution and severe damage to local ecosystems, making the city a less desirable place to live. Now, let's journey to Arizona, specifically to Tucson. Today, the city is home to 548,000 residents and spans 526 square miles. Tucson's origins trace back to 1775, when Spanish military authorities, under the orders of Hugo O'Connor, established Presidio San Agustin del Tucson as a strategic outpost. During Arizona's territorial era and its early years as a state, Tucson held the title of the largest city in the region until Phoenix surpassed it in 1920. Tucson's population trends are shaped by unique factors. Located in the Sonoran Desert, the city endures a dry climate with scorching summer temperatures, which can influence migration patterns. Additionally, as a desert metropolis, water scarcity remains an ongoing challenge, affecting both urban expansion and Tucson's appeal to potential newcomers. Next, we head to Memphis, a city named after the ancient Egyptian capital along the Nile. Thanks to its prime location on the Mississippi River, Memphis emerged as the world's leading hub for cotton and hardwood trade in the early 20th century. At that time, the city flourished as a key economic and transportation center in the southern United States. Memphis covers 526 square miles and has a population of 651,000. The city hosts major corporations, including FedEx, which played a crucial role in making Memphis International Airport the second busiest air cargo hub globally in 2021. Known as the home of the blues, Memphis boasts a deep musical heritage and is considered the birthplace of blues, soul, and rock and roll. However, the city has faced a continuous population decline for decades. One significant factor was the social upheaval following the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which prompted many residents to relocate to suburban areas. Now, we shift to another city with a rich musical background, Nashville. Spanning 526 square miles, the city has a population of 626,000. It was founded in 1779 by James Robertson, John Donaldson, and settlers from the Watauga community. Nashville's title as Music City dates back to the 1920s when a radio broadcast, which later evolved into the Grand Ole Opry, helped shape the country music industry. The program remains a vital platform for aspiring artists and continues to elevate country music stars. Despite its status as a thriving cultural and entertainment hub, Nashville maintains a relatively moderate population compared to other major metropolitan areas, even with its economic diversity and growing influence. Initially named Fletcher, Aurora was founded in the late 19th century by Donald Fletcher, who envisioned it as an emerging suburban community near Denver. Today, the city spans 155 square miles and has a population of 397,000. Aurora faced significant challenges in its early years, including economic struggles and water shortages, which hindered its development. However, after being renamed Aurora in 1907, the city began to grow. The post-World War II era saw a surge in expansion, driven by Denver's growth and the establishment of military bases like Buckley Air Force Base, which contributed to economic and population increases. Several factors influence Aurora's demographic trends, including the diversification of industries such as healthcare, education, and technology. Additionally, the city's proximity to Denver International Airport and its well-connected highway system enhance accessibility, supporting both economic progress and population stability. Oklahoma City spans 1,608 square and is home to 709,000 residents. It was officially established on April 22, 1889, during the Land Run, an event that allowed settlers to claim land in the region. The city rapidly transformed into an important economic and transportation center, with the discovery of oil in the early 20th century propelling significant wealth and growth. Although it may not be as bustling as some of the nation's largest metropolitan areas, Oklahoma City has maintained consistent population growth in recent decades. With an extensive network of highways and railways, the city remains a vital transportation hub, facilitating trade and movement. Additionally, its affordable cost of living and a range of public services make it an attractive destination for both residents and businesses. Still within Oklahoma, we arrive in Tulsa. Covering 201 square miles, the city has a population of 411,000. Founded in 1830, Tulsa experienced rapid expansion in the early 20th century, largely due to its booming oil industry, earning it the title Oil Capital of the World. While oil once dominated Tulsa's economy, the city has since broadened its economic foundation by investing in manufacturing, information technology, and healthcare. This shift has led to more diverse employment opportunities, strengthening its economic resilience. Additionally, Tulsa is recognized for its well-regarded flood control system, which has received commendation from the Federal Emergency Management Agency for its effectiveness in preventing flood-related disasters. Finally, we arrived in Jacksonville. Originally home to the Timucua people, the area became the site of the French colony Fort Caroline in 1564. On May 3, 1901, Jacksonville was devastated by the Great Fire of 1901, which consumed over 2,367 buildings and left nearly 10,000 residents without homes. It remains one of Florida's most catastrophic disasters and ranks as the third largest urban fire in U.S. history. Jacksonville has experienced substantial population growth, particularly after merging with Duval County in 1968. This consolidation expanded the city's official borders and led to a significant increase in its population. Tourism, especially golf-related tourism, plays a vital role in Jacksonville's economy, as the PGA Tour headquarters is situated nearby in Ponte Vedra Beach. Encompassing 874.46 square miles, Jacksonville currently has a population of 997,000. Across the United States, many major cities have faced declining populations due to a combination of economic downturns, decreasing job availability, extreme weather conditions, insufficient infrastructure, and rising crime rates. Cities that once relied heavily on a single industry, such as Butte with mining or Tulsa with oil, found it difficult to retain residents once those industries declined. Additionally, locations with harsh climates or limited access to essential public services have also seen many people relocating in search of better living conditions. The encouraging news is that many of these cities are actively working to reverse these trends. Strategies such as diversifying local economies, improving infrastructure, strengthening public safety measures, and offering incentives like tax breaks and relocation assistance are being implemented to attract new residents. For instance, Tulsa has been focusing on growing its technology sector and providing financial benefits to remote workers willing to relocate. Through these efforts, cities are not only striving to stabilize their populations, but also to ensure sustainable, long-term growth.